Hello and welcome back to Slow English, the channel where you learn English through simple, real stories. Today's story is called A Night at the Cinema. This is an A2 level story. The words are simple, the sentences are short, and I will speak slowly and clearly. The story is about two friends called Ben and Priya. Tonight, they are going to the cinema together. But first, they need to agree on which film to watch. And that is not as easy as it sounds. Are you ready? Let's begin. It was a Friday evening. Ben was sitting on his sofa, scrolling through the cinema website on his phone. Priya was coming over at 6:30, and then they were going together. He had 30 minutes to find a good film. The problem was, there were too many choices. There was a new action film called Steel Storm. The trailer looked exciting, lots of explosions, very loud. There was a romantic comedy called Just One Weekend. It looked funny and warm. There was a horror film called The Dark Below. Ben did not like horror films. He could not sleep after them. And there was an animated film called Sky Wanderers. It looked beautiful, about a young girl who could fly. Ben was still looking at the website when Priya knocked at the door. Ben, come in, it's open. Priya walked in, unwrapping her scarf. Priya, have you picked a film yet? Ben, I'm still deciding. Come and look. She sat beside him and looked at the phone screen. Priya, ooh, what about Sky Wanderers? I've heard it's brilliant. Ben, I was thinking Steel Storm. Priya, Ben, you always want to watch action films. Ben, because they're always good. Priya, Sky Wanderers has 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. Ben paused. Fine, Sky Wanderers. Priya grinned. Great, let's go. The cinema was a 15-minute walk from Ben's flat. It was a large modern building with bright lights outside and a long queue of people waiting to get in. Ben and Priya joined the queue for the ticket desk. Ben, should we have bought tickets online? Priya, probably, but it'll be fine. The queue moved quickly. After 5 minutes, it was their turn. Ticket staff. Hi there. What can I get for you? Ben, 2 tickets for Sky Wanderers, please. The 7:30 showing. Ticket staff. Of course. Standard seats or premium? Ben, what's the difference? Ticket staff. Premium seats are in the middle of the cinema. They're wider and have more legroom. They're £2 extra each. Ben looked at Priya. Priya, let's do standard. It's fine. Ben, 2 standard tickets, please. Ticket staff. That's £16 total. And would you like to choose your seats? We have seats available in rows D, E and F. Ben, row E if possible, near the middle. Ticket staff. E7 and E8. How does that sound? Ben, perfect. He paid with his card. The ticket staff handed over 2 small printed tickets. Ticket staff. Enjoy the film. Ben, thank you. Inside the cinema, the lobby was warm and busy. Families with children, couples, groups of teenagers, everyone moving in different directions. Ben and Priya walked to the concession stand. The smell of popcorn was immediate and overwhelming. Priya, we have to get popcorn. Ben, obviously. They joined the queue. Staff, hi. What can I get you? Priya, can I get a large sweet popcorn, please? Staff, of course. And for you? Ben, a medium salted popcorn. And, actually, can I get a hot dog as well? Staff, sure. And any drinks? Ben, a large Coke, please. Priya, just a water for me, thanks. Staff, great. That'll be £14.80. Ben's eyes went slightly wide. $14.80, Priya. Cinema prices. She smiled. Welcome to Friday night. Ben paid. They collected their food, 2 popcorn boxes, a hot dog in a cardboard tray, a large Coke, and a bottle of water, and tried to carry everything without dropping anything. They did not drop anything. Just about, screen 4 was large and dark when they walked in. The pre-film adverts were playing, bright and loud. They found row E and shuffled along to seats 7 and 8. Ben sat down and immediately put too much popcorn in his mouth. The cinema filled up slowly. A family sat in front of them, 2 parents and a small boy who was already very excited, bouncing in his seat and asking questions. Small boy: "Is the flying girl in it from the beginning?" Father: "Yes, now sit still." Small boy: "Does she fight anyone?" Father: "I don't know. Sit still." Small boy: "Does she have a—" Father: "Please." Ben and Priya looked at each other and tried not to laugh. The lights dimmed. The last advert finished. The screen went black for a moment. Then the film began. It opened with a wide shot of a city at night. Lights everywhere, music swelling slowly. A young girl stood on a rooftop looking up at the sky. Then she stepped off the edge and flew. The small boy in front of them gasped. So did Ben. The film lasted 1 hour and 58 minutes. When the credits began to roll, nobody moved immediately. The music played over a final wide shot of the sky, golden and enormous and full of clouds. The small boy in front was completely silent. Then he turned to his father. "Small boy, can I watch it again?" Ben and Priya walked out of the cinema into the cool night air. Ben was still holding the empty popcorn box, not quite ready to throw it away. Priya: "Okay, I was not expecting that." Ben: "I know." Priya: "I actually cried. A little bit." Ben: "I definitely did not cry." Priya: "Ben, I saw you." Ben: "It was the air conditioning. My eyes were dry." Priya laughed. "The air conditioning made your eyes wet." Ben: "Yes, it's a known thing." They started walking back toward Ben's flat. The streets were quiet. A few other people were coming out of the cinema behind them, talking in low, warm voices about the film. Priya: "You know what? I'm really glad we didn't watch Steel Storm." Ben: "Me too. Don't tell anyone I said that." Priya: "Your secret is safe with me." They walked home slowly, talking about the film the whole way. The story, the animation, the music, the ending, especially the ending, which neither of them had expected, and both of them loved. At the corner of Ben's street, Priya stopped. Priya: "Same time next Friday." Ben: "What's on next week?" Priya: "I'll check. But whatever it is, I'm choosing again." Ben: "That's fair." She gave a small wave and walked off down the street. Ben watched her go, then turned and walked the last few steps to his building. He went inside, took off his coat and sat down on the sofa. He picked up his phone. He opened the cinema website. He found Sky Wanderers. He read the description again. Then he scrolled down to the user reviews. He started reading. He was still reading 20 minutes later. And that is the end of today's story. A Night at the Cinema. I hope you enjoyed it. Cinema vocabulary is very useful in everyday English. Words like ticket, showing, concession stand, screen, credits, and row are all common when you go to the cinema. And remember, sometimes your friend's choice of film is better than yours. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe and click the notification bell. A new story every week. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next time.